And what is going on, everybody? This is the Midlife Crisis Podcast. We're the Boozing Dudes. As always, I'm your host, Pete. How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Let me introduce our knuckleheads as usual. Tonight, we got the head of the household right here, the head of the table. Again, Mr. Drew Murcott. I'm loving the sky baby blue shirt right there. Good look for you.
AKA Big Brew, by the way.
Big Brew. If you didn't know,
OG,
now you know.
OG, triple OG.
Eddie Califano, right next to me to my left. How are you doing this evening?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. We need more fans. Habith.
Hey.
Our producer.
Hey.
Our technician.
Hey.
He found a new program. He's very excited.
Oh, I'm loving it.
You loving it so far?
I'm loving it. The sound quality's a lot better, man. I believe so.
You're doing a fantastic job.
People should let us know. Leave some comments on the video. See if if our sound quality improved from past episodes.
It should have. It most certainly should have. I think last week was a success, as much as it could be. Lighten one up, right?
Yep.
There was a couple of little fumbles in between. And like I said, when we first started doing this, when I first started coming around, just get a little better every week and, improve, if we're going to put a little effort into it.
I was thinking, you guys, just before we started recording, I think that's the core four right now, because I think you've outlasted, Eddie's been here now almost half the time.
Guest of the year.
You're not even a guest. You can't say that.
Yeah, you can't say that anymore.
You're part of the crew.
Yes, you are.
Well,
so
thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here, guys.
Well, he runs the Instagram now, the TikTok.
Yeah,
we gave him the keys to the social media this week. Yes, you run the accounts and you do what you got to do, my man. Like your choice of music too, the Steve Miller Band.
Yeah, I was actually I heard that earlier that week, and you were the first person I thought of. And as I was thinking about that song is a fucking banger. That's got to be one of my favorite old school songs.
The Joker.
Yeah, the Joker. Steve
I'm a
Joker.
Joker.
I'm a midnight toker.
I'm kidding. I was kidding about the whole fucking who picked the song. Nah, I like it. It's a good song. I was just.
You know what really?
I was,
but
trying to mess.
They like to bust my balls.
Well, it was funny because like you yelling at us about like this is not the hip hop fucking album and this and that. And
listen,
then, like,
guys, I'm glad you brought this up.
I
Hold
post
on.
that song and we're having a chat, and then I go in the stories and like your post has like it's hip hop but it's old school. You kept it classy as fuck, but you're preaching to the choir and then fucking doing whatever you want. But
Glad you brought that up, because our earlier reels on Instagram, which you pretty much always took care of, it was always a hip hop song, like a relevant. And I'm the one, when I do my stories, I'm always going like 80s, 70s, 60s. So
even with the rap.
I love it. Like
even with the rap.
Yeah.
Oh, 80s rap too. I love it. Beastie Boys aren't Run DMC, so like I love our different sides of the spectrum when it comes to music. When we match with our videos, I think it's super cool. We're all different in that sense.
I'm sorry to say, I didn't like the Beastie Boys at all.
Really?
Yes. Every song that I heard about them always sounded the same beat and the same flow, and it's just I didn't like them.
Drew,
I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry to hear that. I might not be your friend after this episode.
I feel the total opposite. Like that, whatever he said was the total opposite. Like every song sounded different to me. They always had a different flow. Like sound.
Not at all. Not at all. If you actually paid attention and actually listen to their bars and the beat itself, it was always the same exact flow. Like it was almost like listening to, I hate to say, an old Eminem track.
Well, Drew, their producer, for the majority of their hit music, not even hits, just the majority of their albums and whatever, was Rick Rubin.
Yeah.
So Rick Rubin was definitely kind of like a experimental kind of guy. He would take classic rock riffs, and they would incorporate the guitar. Like Beastie Boys were out there when Run DMC were doing their thing
with Aerosmith,
and and then they went on tour together, and that must have been great. I mean, shit, '86, Take Me Back. I would love to want to see one of those shows, but no, listen.
Those guys put Brooklyn on the map, though.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it's a unique taste, because they do have a unique, for sure. Yeah. It's the Beastie Boys when you're listening to them,
Yeah,
but
but
I always enjoyed their beats. I think Rick Rubin killed it all the time. And then he did 99 Problems for Jay-Z,
First
by
off,
the way.
you want to talk about them putting Brooklyn on the map. It doesn't matter about that. You know, we had so many rappers that put New York on the map itself.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that is true.
We had a lot of great rappers that put New York on the map itself, like 50 Cent. 50 Cent blew up when he first came out.
Even before him, Nas. I mean,
when that
Queens,
when that
D.
statement
Exactly.
left my mouth, I was thinking, I'm like,
Jadakiss, you know, like we had a lot of great rappers that took, you know.
Yeah, but when you look at the Beastie Boys, like every person you mentioned, like that actually like started and like, you know, put hip hop where it's at from New York. Like Beastie Boys is like the best like collab of like three white boys, like, you know, who came up listening to all that. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you,
honestly,
Rick Rubin
I
helped them a lot.
I've always listened to Beastie Boys a lot, and I'm not gonna hate on them completely. They, you know, they make great songs, but at the same time, I just feel like
You don't like their lyrics. You don't like their lyricism.
Well,
they're more of like a beat.
I don't feel
band
like they pop out
Right.
as other artists from
I
New
understand.
York. You know,
They
what I mean?
are-
like Beastie Boys is good, but at the same time, I just felt like.
To be fair, it was 80s rap. You know,
Yeah,
it
that's what I was
wasn't
gonna say,
wasn't
80s.
gangster
It
like
wasn't- yeah.
mid, 90s, late 2000s. And then when they came out with, they did Intergalactic in 1999 when
That
everybody was doing Rough Riders anthem
Yeah.
and everything.
If you look at Anti-Galactic and what's the other song I'm trying to think?
Sabotage?
Sabotage.
Yeah,
That was
Maybe.
the MTV music video
kind
era.
of feels, it kind of sounds like the same if you actually listen to the beat and the way they
I'll
rap.
go back and
like
listen.
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, like I felt like they're very predictable on how their
Interesting.
style is.
Okay, interesting, Drew. I can't hate on you for that. That's a nice take.
They did make good videos though, man.
Their videos
were
are very
dope,
unique.
Creative.
They always had the fisheye lens.
I will
so they
say that,
zoomed
yes.
in more than they were supposed
ahead of their
to be.
time a little bit.
Their videos were crazy. I
Yeah.
will say that. I'm not. You know, like I
Creative
said,
too.
Drew might actually have a really good point because like they were into the videos, they were into like the engineering
Visual.
of the beats and the making of the music and this and that. And I think maybe like some of them weren't always rappers first. They were they were just there and they could rap, but they did this.
They were entertainers. They
Yeah,
were
I mean-
rockers too. Believe me,
Yeah.
they lived that lifestyle. They were awesome. Wow, I didn't expect to go into that one, guys, but that was a great conversation.
Yeah, it was good. It was good, man.
Speaking of New York, well, we were going to open up with the fact that just because we talk about it because it's on the neck of the woods. This wouldn't nobody in Idaho would care a shit about this, but Justin Timberlake on Monday or Tuesday morning, I believe, right?
Put us on the map.
Exactly.
Again, Long Island, Sag Harbor,
Exactly.
out of all places. The old Sag.
Shoot.
But what are we talking about? Like putting us on the map, though. You know.
It was
been,
all
it's
all
been,
over.
Just made us-
I heard something that
The whole
something
country's
bad
been,
about
yeah.
them, and everybody's talking about
the whole
putting
country's
us
been
on
talking
the
about
map.
Long
Wow.
Island, Sag Harbor all week for the last 5-6 days because of Justin Timberlake.
Timberlake.
So
And when I hear celebrities getting pulled over, man, it bothers me so much. Like,
Why?
you guys got all the money in the world. Like,
in that aspect.
yes, you wanted to fucking roll up to the restaurant in that dope whip, but like, you should have it figured out where somebody's one of your assistants are picking it up, and they're
Absolutely.
coming back to pick you up or whatever
He
the
probably
case may be.
thought
There should be
I'll
a
get
limo, a
recognized.
fucking bus,
I'm
or
Justin
this or that.
Timberlake.
Yeah.
But Sag Harbor's nice, man. They got a lot of nice restaurants. I'm sure he was eating some good food and fucking having a great time.
Honestly,
sure is eating something else.
I'm
We
sure
don't-
he didn't even pay for his meal. I'm sure they just spoiled him and
Of
just
course.
fucking.
Till JT walks in your business.
honestly, with a lot of celebrities, you can't.
I called him JT.
You
What
can't
the
always
fuck?
tell. Like
I know, really.
They
Come on,
get,
man.
Like I know him, like JT.
they get money like in their famous moments, and then they go broke when they're not doing anything. So
Yeah.
we can't.
Well-
Justin Bieber hasn't been doing anything for a while. So
I think Justin Bieber has health issues. Apparently,
We're talking
or
about
something.
Justin Timberlake
Timberlake.
from NSYNC.
But you I think know more than me.
Or the Backstreet Boys.
Cop,
What was he in?
The
Hold on a
cop
second.
that arrested. Hold on. The cop that arrested Justin Timberlake was very young.
Very young.
Who didn't know who he was.
Yep.
Which is
They didn't recognize the name. Nothing. Nothing. Didn't recognize shit.
that's a little
makes
scary,
That makes me sad.
I know. Like.
right?
What
I
is
mean,
he? What was he in, guys? Was he in the
We're the
Backstreet
midlife
Boys?
crisis. He's the NSYNC.
Oh, he's
NSYNC.
NSYNC.
And then he, of course, transitioned to the solo. He did great music with Timbaland and You know, he had a great. He had a great career. Come on, guys. I mean, listen. It's not my cup of tea either. But the dude was relevant.
Oh, he was killing
had-
it, dude.
he
He
had
brought
songs all over the
Sexy
place.
back. He brought
Right.
Long Island back. Like, he's been killing it, dude. And he's still
you
with
know.
Jessica Biel, no?
At one point, I can't keep up with the
neither.
celebrity
No, I think
couples.
they're
and bunch of
married.
shit.
I think
I
they're
hope
married.
so.
They're married. I think they
Let
have
me
like
just
2
say,
kids.
I thought you guys said something about Justin Bieber, and that's why I said
No,
that.
you
No.
you must have heard just Justin. and you
no,
said-
I definitely know Justin Timberlake. But
Yeah, we
just
never.
thought-
Yeah.
I have no opinion on the Biebs.
Honestly, we
I have
never
none.
talk about what's going on before the show because nobody else want to, try to fucking touch topics on other conversations. So we just try to roll with it.
I love
Yeah,
how
but we kind of did talk about. We were going to
I
talk
love
about
how
Justin
Drew
We
Timberlake.
opens
did
the-
mention it
lifts the
earlier.
curtain.
We did say Justin Timberlake a few times, but Drew's point is like, you know, we all have a week and like, you know, we all should be here with like two.
No. I
would
see
where
where
like
this is going already. No, that's not what I'm talking about. You know, like I know we come here once a week to record, and that's it. You know, like because
No, but when we get here, you're asking us what we're going to talk about, and none
No,
of
but-
us come here prepared
prepared.
for anything.
We don't know what we're talking
That's the
about.
part. That's the beauty of what we do here. We kind of just kind of.
So like when you want to be when you want to be filled in, there's
Maybe that
nothing
reflects
to fill
on
you
the
in.
views and the listens we get.
Right?
it's funny because everybody else talks to each other, and I get left out except for when
I
people
text
wanna
these
come
guys
here.
Saturday at 5 o'clock before we come.
Drew, first of all, you don't even know. These guys get me more angry than anybody during the week because what they demand from me.
I ask them just to post a
I
little.
know.
So we'll all end up fighting. You don't want to be part of that. Drew, you're not out of the loop. There is no loop. The loop is when we get together at Saturday at 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. We hook up our equipment, and this is exactly what you get out of it. I think that's the beauty of it. If you guys want to listen, you're going to lift the curtain here, guys?
We're going there again.
I mean,
guys
what do you want? What else do you want here?
I don't want to produce show and like a script,
Yeah.
man. Like I think the
It's-
way
we
we're
tried.
doing-
It seems like
we
that.
tried. We
Earlier episodes,
I think
we
the way
had
we're
I had
doing it
paper
is
with
working
topics on it. It was so hard to just It was almost like you had to be obligated to transition to everything, and it's like it's not fluid. This is fluid. It's us talking on the couch,
Yeah.
just with microphones. That's it. It's us drinking brews, smoking, talking on the couch. Except we have a big screen behind us, and we're in front of microphones and cameras. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
So you got to think of it like that, right?
But I wouldn't mind like if everybody like if anybody has an idea during the week when we got here to spit it out.
course.
Yeah.
But none of us come here with anything.
You're wrong. Me and Drew a couple weeks ago, and I brought up to you guys at the party, we're talking about doing pre-recorded commercials. So that's something that we're going to
that's-
look into, and that's something that I probably shouldn't have said right now.
I know what the fuck.
But like, it's an example. So like, it is what it is.
Let the world know our fucking secrets.
Yeah,
I'm
he's-
sure they don't give a fucking
I
horse's
know exactly.
patoot,
So
bro.
like that's
And-
why it's not that serious.
But
Like,
how
good.
How many times did
It's
you
gonna go
actually
there.
tell them in the first place? Like
I told them
it's
last
not
week.
secret.
It should have been done already.
Said it again last week.
Yeah.
Said it the first time you
But let's
told me.
get
I
back
think it was a
to-
great
Yeah,
idea.
let's
Let's get back to Justin Timberlake.
Hold on. You want to hear what Billy Joel's thoughts and what happened to Justin Timberlake?
Yeah, play that back.
News of the arrest trickled through the quiet town Tuesday, with even superstar Billy Joel weighing in after having lunch on Main Street.
I don't really know that much, so I have no comment.
News of
Because Billy Joel got pulled over so
in
many
the
fucking
same
times.
town.
Yeah. Did you say that before?
In the same fucking town.
Why are
I
they
said, "What?"
interviewing him of all fucking people?
And if you saw the video,
about drunk driving.
he looked miserable as he's like,
Yeah.
please just leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm trying to eat my fucking avocado toast. I just woke up from banging a fucking 24-year-old, and you want to talk to me about the hoop? Some guy I
who?
don't know.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think he just kept his mouth. I think he knows Justin Timberlake very well. He just like, no, I did the same thing, so I'm just gonna keep my fucking mouth shut. He's like, yeah, I did that too. Fucking 40 times over. I'll take on more.
Yeah, Sag Harbor police, man. That's a little crazy. I'm sure he must have been twisted, try to talk his way out
Did
of
you see
it.
the mugshot?
Yeah, not
Wow.
bad. He was had a long day in the sun, man. It's hot over there.
His glossy, glassy eyes.
Yeah, his eyes is like, yeah.
Either he was crying or he was fucked up,
but-
or both.
But
I don't
you
know,
guys
those
go,
eyes, yo. You think those eyes are like you were doing some more than fucking drinking? Like, come on, dude.
I gotta tell you, well, that makes me think like now, like, because we are the Midlife Crisis. You can find us on Spotify, by the way, and YouTube. Just look up Booze and Dudes.
Booze and Dudes.
Follow us on Instagram at boozing_dudes and TikTok. You can find us right there too. When we went to high school, right, 1999, 2000, right, class of 03 here. I missed that whistle. Hold on. My lips are dry. Drew, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, Christina
that
Aguilera,
era.
top of the charts.
Limp
It was a
Bizkit.
little. It was a little embarrassing, but if
but gay. Am I wrong?
But if it wasn't them, right? He said Limp Bizkit, Korn.
Yeah, Korn.
And then if it wasn't them, it was
Limp Bizkit.
DMX, Jay-Z, Eminem.
Can you imagine if we had
it was a
TikTok
weird
back then?
time.
we had Bill back then, which, you know.
He was our Backstreet Boy.
Yeah. I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Yeah,
because-
let's-
That's wild.
That's wild, dude.
Yo, but high school, man, with the music, you know, just being
It was all over the
no
place,
care
right?
in the world and like the freedom, man.
When we
that
went
was a
to high
good
school,
time.
there was like 8 different types of music that were popular. It was
Yeah.
rap, pop, grunt, like
Grunge.
hip hop,
Yeah, like
rock,
the
like
punk
hip hop, rock,
yeah.
Korn, Limp Bizkit, like
emo.
all
The
those
emo,
guys.
the emo, yeah.
Emo.
Blink 182.
I mean, holy fuck! It just came out of nowhere. It was like holy
Third Eye
shit.
Blind.
Yeah.
Matchbox
And then you had
20.
a lot of
Every-
alternative shit.
You know, everybody's telling me, but, you know, like, back in high school, I actually used to make rap, mixed CDs for everybody in high school. So there's all a bunch of
Drew, I don't know if we
crazy-
could talk about this on the air. No,
Well,
we most certainly can.
I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna say.
You were making mixtapes?
You were
Oh
making-
yeah.
No,
I was
let's
making
talk
a
about it,
lot of
fuck it.
Yeah, from
mixed
Napsters
CDs.
and
Naps,
shit.
yeah,
And
Napster.
that was back in the days.
Yeah, Harry would sit on there
That
for
was
hours
when
and download
Napster
shit.
was, you know, like,
Jadakiss Freestyle, Funkmaster Flex
Napster
Bombs.
just started popping off. It was like late '99, Drew.
yeah.
Drew had the wherewithal, so he had it. And Drew,
Yeah.
by the way, he had like fucking 3 computers downstairs. So we got Napster, right? Drew was also blessed with a scanner and printer. So this guy, we would go to school. We charged anybody. They'd make their playlist. That Harry's thing, that was your thing, right?
$8 to $12.
For a complete album with pictures.
Everybody else would do whatever they had to do, and I just had to download music. But the one thing that was the big pain in the ass for me was
Is
I had
constantly doing it.
I had to download the
Songs.
and make sure that
It was in
they're-
order.
Yeah,
They're
I had to
clear.
literally, you know, download every song that everybody wanted to, and had to fucking listen to
I
it
think
to
later-
make sure there was no skips or anything like that.
I think
And
later
like,
on the contract
That's-
stated
yeah.
you're getting what you're getting. That takes too much fucking work. But the point was
That was good, though.
you had actually the real albums too, so you didn't have to download everything. You actually had real you had the Chronic. You had
Well-
so we scanned the pictures
So,
of
yeah,
that.
I-
and make
I
our
had-
own album covers for an
I could-
extra $5.
Yeah, honestly,
Custom. It's like buying crack with a nice little gift
Hey,
wrap.
all you're
with
gonna
a
do
bow
is
on
you're
it.
gonna put that CD in
So-
your CD
so
folder in
we-
the car.
Yeah.
So we had a printer and a scanner at the same time,
Right.
and we used to be able to take other pictures from albums and
Just mesh 'em together.
Yeah, mesh them together for someone's, for
Custom
someone's
mixtape.
Mixtape album.
Yeah.
It was,
Exactly.
do you remember,
for different different singers and shit like that?
Because that's what they would do back then. If there was like multiple different artists, like you would have a different picture of like 20 artists on a fucking cover and shit like that.
Yeah, and we would
do it.
We would do our own.
That's
and
pretty cool.
People were fucking,
They were hyped.
At the same time, it was like so much work because
It was so much
then
work.
everybody started coming to us for mixtapes and shit like that. I'm like, dude,
We had
come on.
the
Like,
Yo, there was no way getting the music off the radio then.
No,
man,
no,
you know what I
back
mean?
then, no.
Like you would have to sit there, wait to see, maybe even listen to 2 to 3 songs to see if they told you what they played, because maybe they told you before they
this
played
is like early 90s.
on the
Talking
radio.
about
They
that,
would either
yeah,
tell
hell
you
yeah.
the song before it came on, or like 2 or 3 songs later. Like sometimes you couldn't get
That
the name
was
of
me
it.
actually back in the day watching MTV and VH1.
You'd be singing it to your
just,
friends on the
just
phone,
waiting
like-
for a banger to come on. Like,
Yeah, you'd be
and just-
singing it to your friends on the phone, like, "Yo, you heard this song? Yo, da da da."
Well, so
Baby, baby.
the
No,
crazy
just
thing
kidding.
was the crazy thing was we would take every single like song what everybody asked for, like rather being from freestyle to
Yes, there
like
was all
regular
sorts of shit.
Yeah, like
There was
to,
all sorts of shit, and
yeah,
then
but-
unfortunately
and
got a lot of
I would
viruses.
have to put all that in order. And then
That was a lot of work.
Mixtape,
Yeah, it was.
and then I would have
I
to
bet.
create their
An
own
album.
cover, you know, to
all for $12.
This guy's running a fucking CD. This guy's running a
no,
CD
I know,
shop.
right?
Do you remember and then there was X. We always used that big X in the middle of that thing and then the little weed leaf from the Chronic. That was in like every custom. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? If you're thinking
Yeah.
about the album covers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we used that in everything we ever made. We were so we used to be very creative.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
Napster was
Like,
fun.
what
We
the
used
fuck?
to, Napster was fun. We used to get like record Arnold Schwarzenegger off of it. You know,
Yeah, but
like
then you did get a lot of like Bill Clinton viruses. You remember
Oh
those?
yeah, weird emails and shit. Yeah, but we would
Some
take
fake Bill Clinton. We'd be like, and it's like, oh fuck.
We would download lines from Kindergarten Cop and then like call people on the conference phone.
Oh, the soundboard, yeah.
Soundboard.
I'm
Oh,
a
yeah,
cop,
we
do, like
idiot.
prank phone calls. Yeah, Detective John Kimball.
dude.
Yeah, what was that website?
E-Bombs World.
E-Bombs
Oh, so
World.
fun, man.
Pete, I think you were there. Remember when we when we used to make prank calls to Ms. Cleo?
These guys. Yeah, I heard the story.
Let me
Are you
tell the
talking
story.
about the fortune teller lady?
Yes.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
wild,
Oh
yo.
yes, we got billed for it too, and I was
Here,
I was in trouble
me,
for that. After
Drew,
that.
Drew, let me break it down for them, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, because I remember shit.
I wasn't around for that, man. I wasn't around for that.
No, this is when we weren't backyard wrestling and causing other havoc. This is overnight when we had to keep entertained, right? So one night, one random night, we got the house to ourselves, right? So Drew and Jay and me would come up. We'd probably make about 17,000 Hot Pockets.
Yeah.
Pay for a pay-per-view that we had no authority paying for. We watched like American Pie. I think that was one of the nights. So one day, and then Harry was there, right? So then we all had our camcorders because we always used to do the backyard wrestling shit. So like, we saw the fucking commercial on Comedy Central or something we were watching. It's Ms. Cleo. If you guys were really showing our age.
Yeah, exactly.
It was
Late
on the
night.
commercials at Comedy Central late night with Girls Gone Wild and all that other shit that was going on.
Yeah, like
shit.
fucking.
Honestly,
they had sex.
I will
phone-
say,
Sex phones, all that.
Sex,
Yeah.
yeah.
yo, I will say,
Phone
it
sex.
wasn't just me, you, and Jay involved. It was also
Harry was there.
well.
Let me see the last.
I'm not gonna say any names,
Okay.
but it was also my brothers involved at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not gonna say any names.
So we called them, right? And now we were having fun with it. We're recording it, and God only knows where those tapes are. I don't even think we even have them. So we're sitting there, and then some of them are entertaining us. Jay might have them. Some of them were sitting there entertaining us because we were just being stupid. Honestly, we were 15, 16-year-old. Like, we have no jokes. We're just like,
Yeah.
you know, trying to make, whatever, right? Some of us would be like, okay, dude, this is probably like $3.99 per minute, so I'll entertain this. Or sometimes a girl would hang up on us. It was always sexual, what we said. We always had to make something like, when am I going to get laid, or this and that and this and that. I might have to call them again. I'm kidding. So we always had these dumb jokes, right? So then we called another time, right? And another girl would hang up on us, like I said. Had no patience for it. Like, aren't you getting commission? Maybe you should just deal with
Exactly.
it.
What the fuck?
And another one, we were pretend wife and husband fighting with like a whip and chain or something. It was just retarded, right? So then another one we called, and you guys might want to take notes now. Let's see what happens. So I think you know where I'm going here.
I think I know.
So one of us asked a dumbass question, like, yeah, how do you get your, I just want to get my penis bigger.
Yo.
And she had,
Oh my god.
she had the answer.
She gave you the recipe.
She told us the
Yes.
fucking recipe.
Should definitely did.
So she says, okay, I understand.
Well, you guys are fucking crazy.
What you're gonna need to do is, hold on. What you're gonna need to do is, you're gonna have to sit in like an Indian style on the floor, light a white candle and a red candle. Sit there and think how big you want it to be, and in time,
That's
it will accomplish.
the Ms Cleo fucking method.
But then she
I did it. It went in reverse.
Yeah, it went in. This guy's got a blow in his thumb every time he takes.
But
a
I'll
leak.
never forget that.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's fucking
I'll
crazy.
never ever forget
How
that.
much
And we
did
were
that,
all laughing.
How much did that cost
So
Drew's parents?
now this is the
Exactly,
climax.
yeah.
This is the climax of the story.
Like a few weeks later.
Oh man, no, it was kind of like we almost forgot about it. Yeah, maybe a month or month and a half later.
Yeah, a month and a half, the bill comes in.
Literally, the guilty four of us were in Drew's bedroom downstairs, just fucking or watching TV or playing video games.
Making CDs.
Yeah.
Not even. I remember distinctively we were all in your room. Like, I think we were watching a movie or playing a video game. I'll never forget it. Drew's dad, he literally, like, the door busts open. And he says, Drew! And we're like, what the fuck? So Drew goes upstairs. $390, Miss Cleo. One of those segments was like 45 minutes long on the
guys
goddamn
are
when we were
crazy.
recording. And oh my god.
Yo,
But
you guys,
honestly,
you guys ran home.
it was
after
the
that?
best entertainment of the screaming that guy in my life.
You
So-
guys jet out of here.
we listened to it
And then just
we got
bolted out the
fuck
window.
out.
Drew
How
came
it-
downstairs and nobody was there.
I'll never forget it. I had to just go to Jay's house just to like, all right, and call my dad. To pick me
We
up.
used to do a prank to a restaurant in town that had a water fountain. We used to like call there all the time and fuck with them and this and that. And it's not really a prank. It's actually terrible.
What the fuck?
We used to go over
No.
to Pathmark. This is fucking when we were kids, man. Over 20 years ago, even more
Yeah.
than that. Fucking, we used to go to Pathmark over there on 111 for
Okay.
like, for like $10. We would buy like the big giant box soap
Uh-huh.
and then fucking run across.
Oh, you
Oak
guys did that?
Yeah, by Oakany Diner.
Really?
We would dump it in the fountain.
Wow.
By the time they turn it off, the fucking suds are going across the street, and like people are
I
driving
remember
through.
that. I didn't know that was him.
What the fuck?
Why are you admitting this?
It was fucking
That
a
was a
long
long
time ago.
Yeah.
No, that's man.
That was terrible, but that shit was just when we were kids, man. That type of shit was like so funny to us.
Yeah.
We used to
Anthony
love
tonight
that
is
shit.
on the couch.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Say
that.
hi, Ant.
He's taking care of the camera duty. So.
Before we take a quick intermission, we have another story really quickly. Anthony, I know he's not going to chime in, but we were at the Nutty Irishman. So for you guys not familiar with the area,
My
it's a
favorite
bar on
place.
Main Street, right? Everybody's there, everybody's around. Our rides had left us, so I was close.
Oh, my
I was
God.
close home,
Oh, yeah,
but
that
it
was
was
dumb
like a
shit.
20-minute walk, right? 25-minute walk, maybe. They were doing construction, I guess, on Main Street. Every fucking orange cone we saw on the sidewalk, we threw right in the middle of the street, all the way home. All of the way home. And it came to a point where we were reaching my block, like right there when it was Blockbuster, dude.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, and you're talking Saxon Avenue. It was still Blockbuster. There was like a group of dudes just sitting there watching. They were just laughing like Beavis and Butthead. This had to be like 3 a.m, dude.
I have a
then
cone
we
story.
went inside and I don't know what the fuck entailed. Like we were just like, I don't know why we did it. We laughed about it. The next day, I'll never forget. I waking up and I just went to my dad. I'm like, did anyone call or show up asking any questions about anything? And he said no. And I was like, okay, good. Every fucking orange cone, not even the small one, dude. The big
brown.
fucking yeah.
The ones like an oil.
and
The
Anthony
ones that
were
are like
like,
an oil bin.
Yes.
That's insane.
These guys are crazy.
It was fucked up.
They had the middle coned off, so like
Yeah.
they had to drive around.
You're fucked up.
I will never forget waking up the next day, like knowing, like immediately, I'm like, that was kind of fucked up. Is everything okay? And that's why I'll never forget that. Well, with that, gentlemen, I need a break. After that, you can use a break too. Follow us on the Midlife Crisis Podcast, Spotify, and check us out as always right here on YouTube. We'll be right back. We are back. With the keep it up. Keep it up.
All right, keep it going.
That was your fault, by the way. We were back.
I mean, I should have given you a countdown.
Yeah, seriously, you should have given me a countdown. We are back with the Midlife Crisis Podcast. The Boozing Dudes.
Getting a little boozed up.
Things are getting a little hype in here.
A little
hot and saucy.
It's getting hot in here.
And why don't we explain that?
No, we're gonna move on, Drew.
No,
but as long as you have a cold
if you
one.
guys want to talk about it, let's talk about it. You know. Let's talk about the spiciness that's going on around this room right now.
All right, there's tension. There's tension.
It's summertime.
The heat makes you miserable.
Summertime.
Say it with your chest, Drew.
Honestly, do people really enjoy this weather?
I love this shit. Feet in the sand.
Bro. I like the heat.
Yeah.
Really?
Summer
Do
baby.
you enjoy this right
Absolutely.
Yeah,
now?
no, not that bad.
Okay. Drew, are you with me or no? Like, do you enjoy the, absolutely, when you can't breathe outside?
Honestly, I've been digging trenches and backfilling, and
This guy's miserable during the day and miserable at
this
home.
This entire week hasn't not been fun with me.
Drew, it is not the lighting. You do look like a tomato. Your tan is absolutely insane. You've been outside.
Yes.
And
Of
you've
course.
really been outside.
Yeah, and I had sand stuck to my skin, and all this other.
That's why I hate the beach, too.
Yeah,
I love the
but
beach.
at the same time, I got to see a lot of mushu.
Mushu?
What is Mushu?
What's that?
Who's got the Mushu giggles?
You guys really wanted me
No,
to
yeah,
explain that?
because we have no idea what you're talking about. What is a
I was thinking
Mushu?
True
So-
Moo.
I got
Chocolate
that
milk.
I got that line from Rush Hour 2.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And it's about girls. Mushu is girls.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, see?
Anthony,
I was working at a beach a lot a lot this entire week, filling in boxes and shit like that, but every time I
Mushu
looked up,
boxes?
filling up boxes.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, this
I
guy's
wish.
the Mushu filler.
I wish there was a lot of mushu to fill up in that time.
Oh,
Interesting.
shit, Mushu.
We gotta dig deeper in that to another episode, but
Yeah.
No pun intended. Dig deeper.
Shit.
what is your guys' favorite summer activities?
I'm a beach boy, man. I
Yeah,
like
same
swimming.
thing, yeah.
Swimming.
I was gonna say right now, I hate the beach. I've
Yeah.
always have.
Fishing.
I always will.
Fishing. You
Haven't been
just being
fishing
with
in a
the
while.
family, drinking down by the water.
Yeah.
You know, if you guys ever want to go out by Montauk for the day, like hit me up. I'll meet you guys
I'm
out there.
certainly
like,
not an outdoorsman at all.
That's
I'm
my
such a
thing.
city boy. It's not even great. I don't even, when I
City
do
boy.
it, it's fun. But
We're
like,
up in freaking suburbs.
Yeah, the mean streets of Iceland.
yeah, you guys fail to reflect that. I'm not from Islip. You dinguses.
He's from. Where are you from again?
Queens.
Oh, see, he doesn't even know.
He's
One
from
of my
the
best fucking friends.
He's from the Belmont
doesn't even
racetrack,
know.
dude.
Don't bring that up. It's happening. Well, it just happened again. That poor sap in the corridor selling pens for still 50 cents,
That's
right?
insane.
I know. I
yeah.
seen that.
Huh?
Eddie, you went to the DMV. You showed me.
Yeah, they're selling. They have a pen dispenser, like a candy machine that's selling 50-cent pens. It was the most wild thing I've ever seen.
And you immediately thought of me.
Oh yeah.
And then you also altered the picture,
Yeah,
photoshopped it to say call Pete.
Yeah.
With my actual phone number up on there.
I mean, how else are those pens supposed to get refilled?
Oh shit.
Certainly hope you don't post that on the gram.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, no one would call me anyways. Habit.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I was thinking of putting the picture.
Yeah, but no,
You
I don't
were really
understand.
thinking of that?
Yeah, as you were speaking.
I don't understand
I
who's
can put it
buying
up
My
on the video.
phone number? How dare you?
They give the pens out for free there. There's pens laying all over. It was wild. Like, what the fuck you need this
What?
machine for?
That's crazy. It was still 50 cents though. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe that.
Price hasn't changed, man. So where did you grow up, buddy?
Oh, you don't know too much about me like these gentlemen do.
Well, was it Queens, like I
Born
said?
in Jackson Heights, Queens.
Jackson Heights.
There you go. Yeah,
Oh,
so I was
yeah.
right.
Probably the last white person born there
I doubt it.
ever. Maybe Action Bronson was after me. Shout
Yeah,
out. I
but
love that.
you're probably
dude.
like the last white kid that's into rock music that's like been born there. There's definitely other
Yeah.
whites in there.
My school was my kindergarten through like pre-K. PS 69.
Ooh, 69.
Yeah, it worked out very well for me.
Nice, nice,
Very
nice.
well. Then I had moved to Valley Stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Valley Stream.
And I lived there. I had my hat out there for a while, and then we did the back and forth between Jackson Heights, Valley Stream. I've been everywhere.
You're
like
like
that
a-
Johnny Cash song.
You're like a carny, dude.
I've been upstate, downstate, in-state.
Upstate.
I said that already.
No, you said downstate.
But I said upstate before that, Drew.
I don't think so, but
Well, I know so.
I think so too.
You guys
I
have a
heard
lot
it.
of you guys have a lot of family outside of the states, or everybody's
Absolutely
here?
not.
Yeah.
I do. Obviously, I do. I got aunts, cousins.
Florida.
Yeah, Florida. I got a lot of family cousins in Florida.
What's the thing about New York? It's always the same thing.
What do you mean?
Florida. Where they go there, either they go there to retire or half your family lives there.
I
It's
don't know.
always the same
Everybody
thing.
says it's cheaper. I go on vacation there. I don't get it. Everything's the same price. Even the gas is higher. The
everything's
food's
the
the
same.
same. I don't know where they're saving the money. That's different. But I would assume they get paid different than us also.
Yeah, they got a lot less, I think.
But it's good living, man. When you could like go outside and you have a little patio or something, and like drink your coffee out there while the sun's coming up, and it's just it rains for 15 minutes every other day, but fuck it, like I like that shit, man. Shorts and sandals, that's the life for me. bro.
That's your thing, bro. That is not. I can't. I'm not one of those guys.
I like summer too, bro. I like going to the beach.
I'm just not one of
chilling.
those guys.
I like
I'm a
feeling-
polar bear.
I like feeling nice.
I would rather like Colorado, something shit like
Yeah,
that.
I like feeling my skin like fucking crinkle when I put a shirt on it because I'm all fucking tan and like so all burnt
You
up.
cooking like bacon,
Yeah, I
bro?
wanna
Like,
cook,
what are you
yeah.
doing?
Butter me up and put me out there, bro.
How do you? Is it true some people just put Pam on their skin
They
to get a
put,
better tan?
It's like banana boat. It's like oil, like basically. So
No, but I'm talking the actual butter spray.
I'm sure people
Pam.
put on anything.
Really?
Yeah, as
Oh,
long
yeah,
as,
I've
as
heard
long
of
as
that.
anything that oils up your skin, they'll use, dude.
Literal
Everybody
fucking
has their own
butter.
remedy to get a nice dark, crisp tan going on.
If you're out there long
Nice
enough,
crispy. Nice
just
and
want to
crispy.
taste some onions.
I like it. There's nothing better. I could be at the beach for hours, man. No umbrella like these pussies over here.
Nah,
Just
I bring
fucking
umbrella.
Oh God!
I bring umbrellas.
That's your thing, bro.
Yeah, I'm a
that's your
fucking-
thing.
Nah, but I sit on the sun. I sit on the sun once in a while. You know what I'm saying? I don't stay up.
Trying to get skin cancer.
Yeah, I don't sit.
Whatever, bro. We're gonna die.
Yeah, we're like,
What are you gonna do?
I tell you what, I see.
if it happens, happens.
If it was meant to be, it was meant to be,
If
dude.
it happens,
I
happens.
just got to tell you, like, you see some of these older women sometimes who come in and they like, holy shit, they look like fucking
Catcher's mitts.
dude. They're like
Whoa, buddy.
strike three.
All right, I won't.
Every episode, something happens.
I won't talk about the old bitches anymore. My bad.
Oh, we can go in. You want to go into that?
Oh, no.
Likes the old ladies, don't they?
Oh,
I just said no.
what?
See, that didn't even involve a drink.
No, I don't know what happened, man. I got scared and I jumped.
Yes, you did. Good save, though. That was a
We'll
good
have to
save.
play
You
it back.
saved
It
it.
was a good
Yeah.
save.
That was a good save.
I'm not a total delinquent.
Speaking of good saves, holy shit. And speaking of Florida, why not? I know you guys are into sports, but this is kind of incredible. So the Stanley Cup Finals are going on. I know nobody gives a fucking horse's ass about this, right?
Yeah.
Only true hockey fans and maybe the town of Edmonton and maybe the Sunrise, Florida.
All our teams are out. So.
Yeah.
Well, when the Rangers were in, we were all about it. So don't tell me, because you can look back on the other episodes rocking the Rangers gear. Anyways, Florida, it was up 3-0, and you thought this is like, this is done, it's over, it's in the bag, as you would say. Long and behold, last night it was incredible. Edmonton, they went to Game 6, back up to Edmonton. They rocked their world. Florida got very controversial call off sides in the second period. If you look, the hockey fans would know what I'm talking about. Borkov. Yep. I can't pronounce his name. Borkov. But yes, very controversial call. This is going to Game 7. It's the greatest thing in sports, man. Game 7. This is it, and it's in Florida. You guys are certainly not as excited.
Nobody knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Building it up, right? So then
Drew's excited.
And now we resort.
Yeah,
how about
Drew?
No,
he can't contain
I
himself.
know.
Like,
But now,
honestly,
here's the dilemma. Here's where I'm transitioning to. The NBA Finals just happened. The Boston Celtics just won their NBA championship. But they absolutely destroyed their competition. They won 4-1.
Yeah,
they went 5 games. It wasn't exciting. Nothing was entertaining.
Total blowout.
My point is the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs way outweighed the NBA by far. It's because the fact that it's still going on and the fact that nobody cares is such a shame because it was such a great game. And I'm really looking forward to Monday night.
It's almost coming to an end, so which means one thing. The NFL's coming back right around the corner. They're right around the corner.
Abby, I was thinking about this today, right?
For like a month.
Think about this. In like 6 weeks from now, we're going to have preseason football.
We're back.
We're so back, baby.
Yeah, if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy.
Don't you dare.
I know. Week 4.
Don't you dare.
Was he out doing ayahuasca right now?
It's none of your business. It's nobody's business.
Or is he hurt?
No, he recovered from his torn Achilles, which I
was
can relate to.
He was limping a little bit there.
I can relate to.
In practice, though, no?
Oh, God. You know what, Eddie?
I'm asking you a question, buddy.
No, I think that's
What are the allegations out there right now?
You had one guy, I know exactly what you're talking about. One guy was like watching his footwork like he's a fucking expert and shit. Like, dude, give the guy some time. Achilles is not easy to overcome.
Oh, absolutely. But
so, and the fact that the rumors that he was going to come back 2 months after it happened was laughable. Remember, there was a time where like, if the Jets are like, there's no fucking way.
He's out there pregame, fucking throwing the ball and shit.
But you certainly know he does have the way better stimulants, doctors, information, everything else to heal him up like a Wolverine.
Yeah.
So
He's got the best of the best.
That will not fucking precede him any further than the Giants team. I will say, anything that the Jets, anything that the Jets pick up, is never better than the Giants. No matter.
Believe me, in 2 months. We're really going to get into this, so don't you worry.
We'll see.
Don't you worry, my man.
We'll see, because
we will see.
The Giants has been
it's coming.
Giants has been outperforming the Jets so many times.
Since when?
Yeah, we've been bad for a couple of years, man.
Yeah, so have they.
Drew's talking.
Every time
Super
we're
Bowls.
doing bad, they're
just
doing
woke
bad.
him up.
He's talking Super Bowls.
Oh, yeah, we're always going to have that over here.
Oh, fuck off.
Every time we're doing bad, they're doing bad.
Hey, we never lost a Super Bowl.
But every time we're doing great, they're doing bad. Like, it doesn't match up.
Doesn't match up.
This is the year.
It's either one or the other.
Year.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Every year's the year. It's crazy.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's hotter than a devil's dick in here. So we're going to end this installment of the Boozing Dudes podcast.
Thanks for tuning
We've all
in.
had a long day.
Thanks for watching.
We've been here longer than we should.
Thanks
We
subscribe.
love you guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Like,
I hope you guys are staying cool while you watch
Comment.
this. In your
Because
nice
this
air
was-
conditioners.
This was terrible, by the way.
Drew, thank you very
Yes.
much.
Yes.
Thanks for having us.
Always
Yes,
for the
always.
compliments. I mean,
We love
I
it.
always try to come in with the compliments, but you know,
I always
it's hard.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It is.
Well, we hope you got some good rest on here while you were on today.
I hope so too, because
so
this
if-
was
if-
a
if
disaster.
If you tune in for the whole episode, you're a warrior.
Yeah, you'll see. Tune in next week, this week. Like, comment,
Every
share.
week. Every week.
It's okay, gentlemen.
And we'll be back next week.
We will be back. This is the Boozing Dudes Midlife Crisis Podcast.
Midlife with a Y.
Because I said so.
Because we said so.
And we're out.
Take
yeah.
care.
Yeah.
Steady on the track.